Geeky science, our wake-up call here. This is on sea level rise. Ocean levels are projected to rise by an average of 10 to 12 inches over the next 3 decades. This is a new report that was released. This didn't come from some, environmental group. It came from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration in conjunction with several other federal agencies. They have looked at what's going on. They're looking at satellites from outer space. They're looking at sea level rises all around the world. They're saying this is primarily driven by burning fossil fuels, as Louis DeJoy wants to buy, 90% new fossil fuel-driven vehicles for the post office. I thought one of the most interesting parts of this is that they say it's going to vary regionally. The Gulf Coast, which is very vulnerable to flooding, is going to should anticipate up to 18 inches, 1.5 feet of sea level rise, compared to 10 to 14 inches for the East Coast, 8 to 10 inches for the Caribbean and northern Alaska, and only 6 to 8 inches for the Hawaiian Island, and only 4 to 8 inches for the West Coast. So I guess good news for us on the way. Well, it's not, even 1 inch of sea level rise is not good news, but that's what's going on. And then finally, the irony alert. We don't have one. Just if I had an irony alert. One of the guys who was involved in the trucker tantrum up in Canada, he's unvaccinated. His name is Jake Klassen. He's 39 years old. He's been driving a truck for 2 decades. Drives 3 weeks a month hauling loads to the U.S. He's a Canadian. And he says, I'm risking everything I have because I want to be able to have my own choice. He's talking about his vaccine. He doesn't want to be vaccinated. He has 2 campers and a black semi-trailer at the Emerson blockade that could be seized. And he says that Trudeau's threat to seize them is a scare tactic. He says so that they can take everything from us. But here's the bizarre thing. Klassen said he hasn't been able to visit his 9-year-old daughter in months because she's in the hospital or at a care residence. She's receiving palliative care at a facility called St. Amant. But in order to visit, you have to be fully vaccinated. This guy won't get vaccinated so that he can visit his 9-year-old daughter in this care facility, this one step down from a hospital. And he said, you're right to not be vaccinated. He said, this is something worth fighting for. What does it take for these folks? I suppose, okay, you won't let me visit my daughter. Wouldn't that have been the point at which he says, well, why won't you let me visit my daughter? Oh, you have people there who could die, who are disabled, who are immune compromised, who my not getting vaccinated puts at risk? But instead, he's out there going, trucker convoy, trucker tantrum. Let's block commerce to the United States. If it wasn't so tragic, it would be, pathetic, ironic, and laughable. But this is what these social media sites, whose algorithms are promoting outrage and lies, and the Republican Party, people like Ted Cruz saying, yeah, do it.